Alright, hello. Hello. Today I'm going to talk about these Signls, Dwarf Signls, and how I made them and where I got them from. I've always wanted a signal system for my switches, and I don't use tortoise switches because I don't want to spend the money, and I'd rather use the hand throws to throw the switches, give a little bit more action with my layout. But I still wanted switches, and I know that you have to use a tortoise in order to get these lights to work anytime the switch throws, the light changes color. But since I didn't have that, I found on Model Railroad Hobbyist a article about how to make these Dwarf Signls work with what are you doing? Make these Dwarf Signls work with manual switches. And I found an article written by John Tenzio, and I'll put up a diagram of what he has on his video, and also a link below on how to wire this up. So I'm not going to go over how to wire it, or what I'll do is what I'll do on this video is put what I've done to make these Dwarf Signls. The link below does show about how John does hook his up and what lights he uses and whatnot. It's a really good video to go see. So, but on this one, the diagram I showed before shows how to wire everything up. But here I'll just show you what I have done and what I've noticed that you have to do extra to make these things work good. So here we go. You're cute. So these are the ingredients I used, and I got these off of eBay. If I can find the seller, I'll put it in the comments below where I got them from. But it was $10 for all of this here. They come in a little baggie like this with the green, yellow, and red. Comes with 620 ohm resistor, which it says 1,000 ohms on the website, but it came with the 620. I'm not sure if I missed where you can select different ones or what, but which it doesn't matter to me if they're brighter. If it's brighter, it doesn't bother me. This is what the signal looks like beforehand, and then this is what I make it look like afterwards. And I put on the sides here and a top in the back. I just make a box because out of this styrene, which is 40 thousandths thick. So the reason I make this box here is because once you put that in there, it makes it a little bit thicker. So I just build a box on it, shrink wrap all the wiring down to here, and then drill a hole into my layout. This right here, it comes with 10 of these, and then 10 of each of the lights, and then 10 resistors. So you'll end up having more lights than anything. But it's $10 for the whole entire package, which I thought was a pretty good deal. And then plus $5 for this. And I'll be able to make 10 of these, but you'll need more resistors because they only give you 10 resistors, and there's 2 lights in each. So I already had resistors, but you can make 10 lights once you get more resistors. So now I'll go on to how I assemble these. Okay, so I'm not going to show you every single step because, I mean, soldering is soldering, but I'll show you this step. I glued in the 2 colors, which there's a green and yellow. The yellow means that you'll be diverging, so you have to slow down, and green means you're going straight, so proceed ahead. And there's my resistors on each one. This is what it looks like, which is very confusing, but I could separate them. The two on the right are for the yellow light, and the two on the left are for the green light. I put a 470 ohm resistor on these ones because that's what I had lying around. So it'll be a little brighter than the other ones, but I'm pretty sure you probably won't be able to tell. The black and the white go to the bus wire. So if you remember back from the picture I showed you before, these two go to the bus wire, and then the green and red will go to the center part of the switch, which I'll go over later on how to do that. I'm going to shrink wrap all these so they don't touch each other, and it'll make it look a little nicer. So this is what it looks like with the shrink wrap on there. Not very exciting, but that's what it looks like. I'll dress it up a little more with tape to go around that. And that's what it looks like all covered up. So that's done for the electrical part. Now I just got to build a box around this part. So here's one section, one part of the box, and that's a 9mm by 9mm square right there. And so this side will get the same thing. You'll have a 9mm by 9mm square. So here's the other side. That was the original. This is the second side. See how the right side's a little bit higher? All I'll do is sand that down and it'll be the same height. And also, I'm just using super glue to put these all together. And this is what it looks like with the box all the way around it. And it's definitely not my best work. Of course, it's the one that I'm doing a video on, so. But a lot of the imperfections will be covered up with paint. I'll just paint it black. Alright, now this is the fun part, wiring the turnouts. This is an Insulfrog Pico turnout, and the one John uses as an Electrofrog. For this application, it doesn't matter which one you have. So they work the same either way. These here allow the power to go from this side of the turnout to the small sections over here to these two. And these are the ones that we're going to be hooking our wires up just as it shows in John's diagram. So for me, I like to my straight track, green, and my diverging track is my red wire. So I'll hook my green wire up here and my red wire to there. So this is the fun part. Just cut here. So now I have area to solder my green and red wires to. And that's what it looks like when it's all soldered in. My red's on diverging and my green's on the straight. So this is the section that I'm working on now. And I have one thing that you have to make sure you do is you're gonna have the power coming in from this side, and over here is going to be our diverging and our straight line here. Right now I have this section powered, so I'm getting power from this way and power from this way. Now if I put in my track here with power coming from this way and this way, it's going to show a false positive. It won't work because it's getting power from both ends, and it'll always have this light going straight. It'll always be on. So when we switch it from straight to this way, the light going this way will always stay on because it's getting electric from here. So what I have to do is isolate this also. This will always have power coming from it, but I have to isolate this. So I went ahead and drilled my holes and isolated my track. Okay, I secured it all in place now. I got my 2 isolations, my power coming from this way, and it's all in there. You can barely even see the holes in the wires. Alright, so I have my signal here coming out through the bottom, and I have my bus wire here. You want to make sure you use negative wire and put it right to the bus wire here. I did try running my own independent bus wire just for electricity for these, and it doesn't work. I'm not sure why it doesn't work. Maybe someone out there does, but it has to go to the bus wire. I don't know if it has to do with the electricity or the, I don't know what it is, but it just doesn't work on its own power system. So my red and green wire is going to go to my switch, and these 2 wires are going to go to the bus wire. Alright, I got my white and black wire hooked up to my bus wire right now. This right here is coming from my turnout. I'm going to take my wires from my light, fish them through the hole, which I didn't really get enough wire, but oh well. Alright, so I hooked my green to green, my red to red. Okay, and now we're on diverging and straight. So all you gotta do is go back and forth, and it's all wired up. Working just like it would on a frog or a tortoise switch. So here the engineer knows he's going to be going into the siding, and here the engineer knows he's going straight. So that's a nice, it was pretty easy. The learning curve is, it took me a little while to figure it out, but once you get going, that's my fingers conducting electricity. Once you get figured out, it's a breeze. So I didn't wire everything permanent because I still have other signals I gotta put together. So there you go. It's a nice, easy, fun way to get Dwarf signals and your turnouts working without using a tortoise switch. I love it. I think it works great. I want to thank John for putting out the article and videos on how to do this. I didn't by any means want to try to recreate what he did. I just wanted to show how I did it and the things that I've learned through putting this whole Dwarf signal in. So thank you, John, and everybody, thanks for watching. Writer, that's fine.
Did your phone crack?
No.